This video is for all the ladies out there. We need to take responsibility for our emotions and for how we're feeling, because we can't be putting that on the guys, on the, significant other in our life. We need to take responsibility for how we feel. And I know how hard it is sometimes, because I've had mood swings. I've had emotional meltdowns. I know how it feels. And for me, it was always a little bit self-inflicted, if not a lot self-inflicted. It was, I did something or several things that made me feel like shit. And then I projected that out onto other people. We got to stop doing that. It's 2021. We need to learn how to be present with our own feelings, and we need to learn how to soothe ourselves emotionally so that we're not expecting someone else to do that. You can certainly work with a therapist or work with a coach, or, I don't know if talking to friends would help in this area, but talking to someone with the intention that you're going to work through your emotions and you're going to dig underneath and release whatever it is that's underneath it that's driving the pattern of emotional meltdowns. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist, a counselor, or anything like that. I just know what works for me, and I know that taking good care of myself, eating correctly, doing things that make me feel proud tends to have an overall positive effect on my emotions, on how I feel. And doing things that purposely build up my resilience, that also helps. So I do things every day that are challenging, that are difficult for me, that I don't want to do, that are actually really good for my life. Waking up early, sticking to the macros, focusing on work, all these things, all these positive things that just make me feel good about myself. I cut out, a lot of time wasting activities that I used to do. I just cut them out, and it feels better. It feels like I'm actually doing something worthwhile with my life, because when you're creating something and you're working towards something, you just feel better about yourself. And if you look around at the world, people are having massively intense emotions all across the board right now. It's not just a female thing. It's guys, it's girls, it's everybody. It's like all of humanity is kind of learning how to feel and express our emotions. A lot of it is anger, sadness, fear, excitement, whatever it is. There's a lot of emotions that have been pent up for so long, and people are finally expressing those. And some people are expressing these for the first time. It's like they've never had the opportunity to even feel these emotions, let alone express them. But we need to be responsible for our emotions, because they can do a lot of damage if we're not cognizant of the effect that we have on other people. It's like that quote where it doesn't matter what your intention was. All that matters is how the person received your communication. So however you made somebody feel, that's the ultimate meaning that you sent them. It doesn't matter if you meant to do something or you meant to do something else. It's how did the person feel being in your presence, feeling your emotions? So let's stop with the emotional meltdowns. Barring really severe cases where you do need therapy or you do need counseling or something, which a lot of people do, and that's fine. But if you've done that before and you've worked through it, it's let's dig deeper. Let's look underneath, what is driving your feelings? Are you spending time with yourself to figure out what is actually behind all of it? I would encourage you to do that.